After the doer dissolves, after effort fades, after action flows freely, another realization quietly appears. Even action is too late. Life is not acting. Life is responding. And the response happens before thought arrives. What pure response means, pure response is not reaction. Reaction is emotional. Response is intelligent. Reaction comes from memory. Response comes from presence. Reaction needs time. Response is immediate. Joel hinted at this when he said that truth does not plan its way into the moment, it meets the moment fully. The gap where response arises, watch carefully. A sound happens. A situation appears. A person speaks. There is a tiny gap before thinking, before labeling, before emotion forms. In that gap, life already knows what to do. Pure response arises there. Why thinking feels heavy now? Once this is seen, thinking feels slow. Not wrong, just unnecessary. You notice that thought arrives after clarity. The mind comments, life already moved. Joel taught that the mind was never meant to lead, only to report. Real life, speaking without preparation, a man noticed his conversations changed. He stopped planning replies, stopped rehearsing words. Yet his speech became clearer, kinder, more exact. Because words were no longer chosen, they were given. Listening as response, pure response begins with listening. Not waiting to speak, not analyzing tone. Listening without intention. In that listening, answers appear by themselves. You do not listen to respond. Response happens because you listened. Work without strategy. Strategy belongs to time. Pure response belongs to now. This does not make you careless. It makes you precise. At work, tasks still exist. Decisions still matter. But the body moves first, the mind understands later. Joel said divine intelligence always arrives on time, never early, never late. Real life, the email that wrote itself, a woman described opening an email she feared sending. She didn't think. Her hands moved. Words flowed. When she read it later, she was surprised by the clarity. Pure response leaves no residue. Emotions in pure response emotion may still arise, but it does not hijack action. Tears may come, yet speech remains gentle. Anger may surge, yet harm does not follow. Because response is not personal, it is appropriate. The body knows first, pure response lives in the body. A step backward, a pause, a change in tone. The body already adjusted before thought noticed danger or opportunity. You trust this when the doer dissolves. Why this feels like surrender, the ego resists this deeply. It says, what if I respond wrong? What if I miss something? But response cannot miss. Only planning misses. Joel taught that surrender is not giving up control. It is discovering control was never yours. Relationships as living dialogue without scripts, relationships soften. You are not maintaining an image, not protecting a position. You meet people freshly. Sometimes silence responds better than words. Sometimes distance responds better than closeness. No rules apply, only presence. Real life, the argument that ended itself, a couple noticed arguments shortened. Not because they tried, but because no one escalated. Response did not feed reaction, and reaction died naturally. Failure disappears here. Failure needs intention. Pure response has none. When something doesn't work, adjustment happens without self-blame. Learning continues without shame. Time collapses in response. Response does not live in past or future. It does not carry regret. It does not chase outcomes. Each moment completes itself. You stop accumulating psychological time. Life feels lighter because nothing is stored. The final fear, will I become passive? This fear always comes. But passivity comes from confusion, not clarity. Pure response is alive, alert, engaged, sharp. It simply does not argue with itself. What life looks like now, you wake up and the day meets you, not as a plan, not as a burden, as movement, eating when hungry, speaking when words arrive, resting when tired. Nothing heroic, nothing dramatic, just right. A simple practice, very important. Today, try this once. When something happens, pause for half a breath. Don't think. Notice what already wants to happen, then allow it. That is pure response. If this teaching touched something real in you, like this video so others can find it. Subscribe for deeper explorations beyond ego and effort. And comment below. Life responds.